Welcome to another episode and video on my driving robot discovery based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux. In the past I have been doing many tests on driving in a straight trajectory, getting things done like upon touching an object and making a turn, making a sound, making a lamp burn with mixed results. Two different firmware, original and the community version, slowly synchronizing, equalizing the code on both sides with mixed results. Again, last time I reintroduced the camera, and although using Robo Pro doesn't show camera, I found out that using the community firmware it is possible to use OpenCV directly on the controller. So my attempt last time to establish a connection and doing CV on the laptop or on a different computer, which is quite hard to do, that is no longer necessary. What I need to do is, and I shall do that right now, is making the SSH run. Alright, so now I can copy successfully, I hope, but what's more important is, I'm used to do it right here, so let's keep doing it right here. Editing the code, and let me use this one first. So one of the things is, how do I use OpenCV? First of all, if things are the way they should be, in my idea at least, I will introduce computer vision version 2, as well as NumPy, numerical calculations in Python for short, and P. Then there is a big question, because how do you deal with an image being taken? Well, at first I thought that's going to be a very difficult idea, but since I am creating a file name right here, I can use this file name to use. So when I want to do that, or anything at all, I think, alright, there is a file name, there is an image, so camera action, can I do something that's called OpenCV action? I think so. Or I can do it, since it is about the camera, right here. Let me just start with doing it here, because I want a result being written back into a file. So using this file name, I say image is cv2 dot image read file name, and I hope this works, because the examples I found have the file name in quotes, and here I don't, so I am very curious if this is going to work. What I want to do is select the color red, so I say red is image, and important is how is it how are the colors being treated. Well, usually you have RGB, red, green, blue, and in OpenCV case you have BGR, blue, green, red, and you want red, so you say 0, 0, 100 if I'm fine. So then I say okay, if I have it, print red, or more appropriate, oops, red is and then red. Alright, so let's see how this works out in the first place, keeping an eye on the camera. Let's try something. Now that is something I did not expect. I hoped that it wouldn't prove to be necessary, but so okay, that's one exit too many. No problem, logging in. Then I expect NumPy to be somewhere else. Yeah. Okay. So then image, what does it do? That global name is not defined. Yeah, right. So let's take CV2 out of the equation. It has been writing. I put it back where it was. Let's try again. Great. Okay. So let's hit it again. Now camera is connected. It seems that everything works, except that I do not see red being processed. Name error counter 0 pre is not defined. That's the first again. $288. $288. That's odd because this is, we're talking Python. We're talking Python where you can just introduce a variable. So how come this is not being defined? Makes no sense. No sense at all. And I don't see red being printed. Do I have an image anyway? Yeah, I do. But not from today. This is 16th. We are a week further. So let me remove. Are we? Date 23, yes. Gone. Right. Next thing, running it again. Moving the robot back to the beginning again. By the way, okay, I wondered why I saw only one signal, but one of the probes has gone away. The others are still there. Let's go. TXT aborted. Okay. So, which one? That will be 1199. Right here. Yes. Going into the code again, because I need to find, I need to track everything. Going. Yep, connected. Go on. I am read is not defined, which is part of OpenCV. If OpenCV is not being defined, then image read can't be used. So this gives the question, how is OpenCV then integrated in here? That's a very nice question, but what's the answer? Locate not found. Okay. Where not found. Okay. These are two standard Linux commands that it can't be used. Find. Yeah. Okay. That's a very standard command. So. going to the root. Nice, but I shouldn't be using it like that. So the point is, where is it? Where is OpenCV anyway? If they say it is in here, it is not. Or in Python 2.7, that might be. No, wait. Yep. Oh wait, it's an executable. ftrobopy says it's something else. So this leads to the question, where's OpenCV anyway? OpenCV doesn't work apparently, not the way I tried. What I did find was on suggestion ftrobopytools, which also can be used for a camera. So using that I have imported ftrobopytools, then set display livestream to 1 for livestream on TXT display, so you would be seeing something here if it works. Then here I have set init camera, frames per second 15, display width 320, display height 240, and video is ftrobopytools.caminit, etc. So that should be working. Question is, will it? And if so, this would probably work on the other firmware as well. By the way, you notice that there's no battery. That is because I am charging it. And fortunately I have an AC adapter, so that should be no problem. That said, let's prepare some writing with an image, I hope. So, I haven't tried yet. And if this works, I'm going to do a floor test. Yep. And always nice to be corrected. Another try. Error set, pixel format. Really? I'm surprised. Because this is really the same as in the example. So where does this go wrong? This is a nice one. I didn't expect this. Error set pixel format. And yeah, what can I do about that? Not much. I didn't make it. But the example is apparently working, so it is me who's doing something wrong. Question is then what? Which leads me to the following. I'm going to put the same thing in the other firmware and perform floor test and see if that is working. Seems a nice idea. Too bad that this isn't working yet and OpenCV isn't working yet, but such is life. So after a couple of tests later with strange errors on the floor, let's see whatever happens. And who knows, it works. Maybe, maybe not. So I'm giving enter, and then I would like to see something happen. But once again, an error with the camera, although it shouldn't happen. And this is in the default firmware. There is another possibility. And the old, a very old command snapshot to take a snapshot of the display is failing as well. So I could use stream. Which gives a problem too. Yeah, and that makes me wonder, does it actually work? Anything at all? Does the camera work? And there's one more try I can do. Which is with my other tablet. Although I have to log into the robot first. Which is easily done. And then it says it has no password. And I realize this is the other controller. So then you get an image like this. Take the usual password. So I have to change that. And then see if I can actually control the camera with my tablet. And it shows that there is somewhere a connection problem. I can use this app on the tablet only with the default firmware, and it frequently crashes. So I start and reset the app. And I do it again. Then you see the red line that is right here, with the line here and a part of the battery pack here. And with this button you should be able to control it. I do hear the motor, but it does not work as expected. Trying again. And I do see the display flash again, so there is something not quite alright. Here it comes again. And maybe there are too many connections. So I'm going to interrupt the connections from the PCs. And let's try again. Connection refused again. And I clearly hear everything, but this is proof that the camera at least works. So it also crashes a lot, so whatever is going on, it is not just if it is an old app by now or whatever. And here it goes again. So I can't answer for this one, so let's get back to another attempt. Last part for this episode, I have commented the ftrobopytools stuff for now, because it gives unexplainable errors, unexplainable to me yet anyway. OpenCV is not working yet. So let's try to do it the old-fashioned way. The default code on the default firmware. And apart from a typo, and again connection to the TXT aborted and the display flash, but the code is running. I have to abort it, and there we go again. Oh, how nice things work. How very nice it works. Let's do it the other way. Okay, this is clearly a matter of sonar. Which keeps running, but no sound at all. Let me put the battery pack in another location and see what happens. Then I have to restart the program. Ctrl C and restart. And a clear display flash. And once again. And I wonder why this is. There it writes a bit. Well, that is at least a light and nothing else. So yeah, this is the end of this episode. Failed attempts of OpenCV and ftrobopytools for camera work, for selecting a color to redirect the trajectory. Hopefully next time. For now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, and follow me on Instagram and like. Give thumbs up. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. More information on my website. And this is obviously going to be continued. Bye bye.